Hey there, scary story fanatics! Welcome back to Cleaving Thought from Bone with your host, Sociopathic. Tonight, we finish up and conclude my first novel, Buried Secrets. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the finale, Chapter 11. I found out a lot about everyone. The aftermath of these events took me a long time to grapple with, to say the least. Years, in fact. I spent many sleepless nights and distracted daily moments contemplating the meaning behind my experiences, the correlations that were lost on me when I was a child, and then drawing lines between them all, like taking a vast inventory of my life. Which is what prompted me to write out all of this, I suppose. But I feel I've reached a point in my life, prompted by recent happenings, of which I could finally do all that. Looking back, it's hard to believe that any of it was real. But when I think of the friends that I lost, the half-siblings that I will never be able to bond with, and realize that it wasn't all a bad dream. My father was a bad man. That much is clear as day, and I can say it with no reservations. My old man sold his soul for an easy dollar, under the guise of family provision and sacrificing innocence in the process. I'm sure that he'll burn in hell for all eternity. It turned out that my father had made a deal with some of the town officials around here, all of which have since been investigated, and most of them are now serving lengthy jail sentences. The ringleader is actually on death row as I type this, awaiting execution, and rightfully so. That place was a slaughterhouse, a den that butchered both the bodies and the minds of all unfortunate enough to become ensnared. What happened to all those people is more than I can type into words. The human mind is a creative canvas with limitless possibilities, and when applied to depravity, none with a sane mind can withstand the onslaught of inhumanity. Those people, most of them kids, were nothing but toys for those willing to pay enough, from sex slaves to living forms of art, dismantled and repurposed for the sick entertainment of others. I won't lie. A part of me regrets that it had to be me to put my father down. Seems like an unjust twist of fate, and too large a load for anyone to carry. But if I had to do it all over again, I certainly would. The Smiths, I know, will never be the same. I don't think they ever fully recovered from the day when I was 5, when Heather was taken. Mrs. Smith, not long after what happened to me at that place, became addicted to prescription medication for sleep and anxiety, among other issues. Most think she overdosed on purpose, but I know that I would like to think that the process was a bit more gradual, unintentional, a product of misdiagnosis and slight overuse. Her husband, though, never saw it like that. I don't think he was capable of believing it was anything but suicide, likely because he wrestled with it daily himself, behind the mask that we all wear. So how could it be anything else? He drank himself to death a few years later. He made an attempt to reconnect with his daughter several times throughout the years, but Heather never came around. Whatever happened to her in that place, it has never left her. It came with her when she escaped, and for one reason or another, won't ever let her go. I myself have gone to see her a few times. I do it to be closer to Jason, closer to her, maybe to finally have the sister I never knew until it was too late. But mostly, I guess, I go just to apologize, to tell her how sorry I am for all of it, how much of it was indirectly my fault, just because of who I am and who our father is. How I wished upon all wishes that we had never met in the first place, because maybe this would have never happened and her life would be different. But that's all just pipe dreaming, and only the nightmare remains. Heather has never spoken a word to me, or anything else to this very day. Mom and I, well, that's probably the most complicated relationship with another human being that I've ever had. Mom did none of this, and I know that. She was lied to. She was shocked into guilt like I was. But Mom also obeyed my father so much. She contributed to all of this. She helped to keep me from looking, supported my father's every move. I think she knows that she knew something was terrible. I think she knew back then myself. But I know she'll never admit it. And honestly, I think it's because she herself can't bear to hear that solidity come from her own mouth. As for me, it's taken me so much time and years of therapy to be able to even put these words and thoughts on paper. A bit of solidarity for myself as well, I suppose. I would like to think that I can look back now upon these events with clarity and without the heaviness that usually accompanies such things. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think it's more like I can finally look back and understand while also bearing that weight now. I will always feel partially responsible, but I think that's natural. I also know that I'm not. I was just a piece in the machine that spit out 2 families' worth of lives for no reason that I can see whatsoever, and the countless lives of others. But I can say at least, with all certainty, that I was part of the machine that was broken. The piece always meant to break it down and to reduce it to what it was at its most basic form. A smoking crater of anguish. And I think that's the thread that binds all of us together now. My mother, Heather, Jason, their parents, those dead and alive. We all carry this burden, the beast that lives within us all, born via pain and agony. Like a buried secret, it follows us everywhere, carries that load of grief, and we can't ever get away, because it's a part of all of us. Well, though things might be concluded here, remember, mostly, endings are nothing but new beginnings, and I hope you show up fresh and new next weekend for more gore galore, and until then, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. so I can catch you all again next Saturday. Social media can be very unpredictable, especially regarding horror content. If this content gets removed, all new content will be simultaneously presented on various websites provided in the description to this video. Make sure to follow me in other digital spaces so that you never miss out on the terror. Also, if you like this video, make sure to leave a comment and hit the like button. It helps the channel a lot. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy what's here, consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Writing is a dream of mine, and it's all of you that make that dream come true.